Hey there everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Nostalgic Gamers Club here exclusively on the internet. Today we're going to take a look at this Nintendo-powered Legend of Zelda water toy, water game. And you know, I mean, here's the thing. I might unpack it. Okay, I might unbox this bad boy. But once in a while, I find kind of just these old Zelda games or toys just on eBay when I'm browsing around for retro games and such. And it's hard to pass them up. And if you've seen this channel before, you know that I'm not very precious about leaving things in their case, because I think that things are meant to be taken out of their case. Case preserved, you know, to the best of your ability, obviously. But that's also why I make these videos, so that if, let's say one of you out there finds one of these and you want to take it out and play with it, you can at least see what the case looks like. So looking at the front here, I just think this is really cool. So we have the Legend of Zelda logo. We have this super off-model drawing of Link. I mean, that's a little rough. Looks like he's kind of standing on a cliff edge. There's a Gleeok up here. We got a little Goma coming at him. And it's funny because this design of the Goma is very similar to, where is it? I have it somewhere. Hold on. It's very similar to the, oh God, I bumped my mic, to the design of the Link Boomerang's Agoma trophy thing that you can kind of see in there. Whatever, I didn't light for that today. But I also feel like this was a time before art styles in games were really consistent. For example, the Link here has a very different art style than the Link on the background here. We're going to get to that. We're going to get to that. Like I said, I saw this on eBay and I simply could not resist. Up here we have ages 5 and up, Nintendo Power, hours of challenging fun. I don't know about hours. I mean, we might have a few minutes of challenging fun. This was made by Largo in China, and it came out in 1988, a full 2 years before I was born. On the back, it says, collect all 4 water teasers. The object of each water teasers game is to... Oh, that just made my brain hurt for a second. The object of each water teasers game is to direct the colored balls into the specifically targeted areas. Maneuver the balls by tilting your water teaser in the intended direction. Note, spinner works by reverse gravity, turning in the direction opposite the direction in which it is tilted. Okay, all right, I suppose. And then down here we see more about Largo toys. You know, to subscribe to Nintendo Power Magazine, call this 800 number. I've tried so many times to call these numbers, and they're all out of service. It's a real bummer. So here's the thing, you guys. First of all, thank you for checking out my channel and watching these types of videos. I really enjoy making stuff like this. But second of all, the reason there might be a little more space in between my videos right now is because I'm working on some longer videos. I'm traveling a lot for work, and you know, I also have a baby on the way. So there's a lot going on. It's all great stuff, but it slows down the videos a little bit. I have been extraordinarily hesitant to open this. I like seeing the packaging. I like seeing how this is all put together. But the problem that I have is whatever home this came from, and not that this is necessarily the problem of the home that it came from, the packaging here got very yellowed and it's actually starting to peel. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's some water damage along the side here. This is not a pristine copy of this toy. And I'm also, like I said earlier, not very precious about keeping these things intact anyway, so I'd really like to take this out of here today and get a good look at it. Please forgive me, because I know some people out there are probably going to be a little upset. They're going to say, Zach, why would you do this? Why would you defile such a beautiful piece of history? And to that I say, all right, so we're going to very carefully try to open this up without totally destroying the package, because I'm curious if it's as yellowed on the inside as it is on the outside. Oh my gosh, yeah, see, look at that. It's like literally just popping right up. I'm not even having to really do much work here. All right, let's try to leave it intact so I can just slide it out. Oh, that's so much better. That's so much, yeah, all the yellowing was just on the case. That's honestly super cool. Okay, hold on, I'm going to zoom in on this so you guys can see some of the details here. So it looks like we have Link on some sort of a drawbridge. There's a ferry up here. There's a Zora back when they were spooky down here. And Link is just in some kind of fighting action pose. All that is just printed. It looks like there's it's almost just like a vinyl sticker on the back. You can see a little bit, if I can get the light to hit it right, a little bit right here. That sticker is actually starting to peel. I'm assuming just due to the age of this toy. And also there are chunks of mystery floating in this water. I wonder what would happen if I drank this water. No. I also think it's interesting that up here there's a clock. I don't know what the purpose of the clock is, but you know, it's there. And here's the thing, you guys. It said hours of fun. I'm curious how long it would take me to actually solve this. So I don't know which one's supposed to go into which slot, but I think you just get both colors in both slots. That's probably fine. Okay, admittedly, now that I'm doing this is a little harder than I anticipated because you kind of got to hold her level and then swirl it around. Okay, you know what? Maybe this would take hours. Maybe I'm starting to think now because it's like the opposite of what you would think. Like my brain, I'm also doing this into a camera, so that's a little tricky in and of itself. Could it be a problem with the water? Oh, the 2 greens are in. The 2 greens are in. No, go back. Oh, you evil idiot. Oh, no. Okay. No, okay, go back. You know, I'm going to go ahead and say it. I was wrong. Initially I got a little smart aleck here and I was like, oh yeah, maybe minutes of fun. No, I still don't know how much fun I'm having, but this is certainly taking longer than a couple of minutes. And I think part of the challenge here is the fact that the water is, come on, red, don't you do this to me. Okay. Is the fact that water level keeps changing and you kind of have to work with the water level changing as well as the gravity. Okay. No, it's not really. Okay. Oh, we almost had green. Okay, chat, let's do this. Am I too old to say okay, chat? I'm 35 for the record. So, you know, please tell me if I'm too old to say chat. Thanks, chat. No, my reds are leaving. Okay, no, we can't let. What if I tilt the whole thing? Okay. No. Oh, red fell out. Okay, this is not happening today. This. I don't think this is going to happen today. Okay, so I can't beat this puzzle right now, especially not on camera. I got stuff to do. I got responsibilities. I have to paint a nursery today. But I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for sticking around watching these videos. I do promise more videos coming out here very shortly. Working on one that's quite a bit longer right now. That's the recording portion is taking forever on. But I'm also trying to put out like fun little videos like this because, you know, I got a lot of weird old nostalgic toys that I just love. If you like this type of content, please consider subscribing. That would mean a lot to me. And with that, you know, I'm off. And maybe I'll solve this bad boy later. We'll see. All right. Maybe I'll drink the liquid. No, I'm not going to do that. I don't want to go to the hospital. Okay, and with that, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.